feel like I don't want to be performative. That's one thing about nannying. I hate work from home parents, bro. Like, hello, easy people. Welcome back to another video. Today's video is sort of about a mixture of my nanny experience, things I wish that I knew before, things I really enjoyed about it, some of the challenges, what I take from it. It's gonna be testing the audio, testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I was gonna make like a somewhat script. I was gonna make some points, but I just thought let me just jump straight into it. So, number one thing that I found challenging, and this is in no particular order because I just want to be able to waffle. So, initially, I got hired to work with a Russian family. I'm just going to be open, this is not to name names or anything. This is just my experience. I was working with a Russian family, and initially, I was like brought on as a sort of English teacher, someone to have like a second language in the house. However, the rule of like only English to be spoken in front of me sort of went out the window like the next week. And usually that's not a problem with me, but when you think about it like this, when you're trying to do a professional job and you feel a little bit like alienated because you don't speak, you're the only one there that doesn't understand a certain language, it can be tough when the child is crying, having a tantrum, getting upset, and you're trying to console the child, trying to validate their emotions and feelings, trying to like really get to their level. If they're only speaking in Russian to their parent and their parents are speaking back to them in Russian, albeit I'll be honest, they did try to obviously keep it English, but it's just hard, especially like with a 5-year-old, a 6-year-old, like it's just hard. And it takes a toll on you. Another experience that just sort of was like towards the end, I was like, not for me. I was asked to fix a shelf. Obviously, I'm not a handyman. And this wasn't one of those build up shelves from Temu. This was like you need tools to fix this. And my thing is, my priority is the child. Everything else comes later. And so when mom boss the next day had told me, oh, this was really important to get done, but you still haven't done it a day later. I think next time we're going to have a chat about priorities. Like, I understand you've been busy with my daughter, but I think we need to have a little word about priorities. And I kind of went home. I was fuming. I was seething inside because I just thought to myself, the way she approached me to fix the shelf was very much like, hey, maybe you two can do something real fun today. It'll be an adventure. You guys can fix this shelf. She didn't explain to me where to put this shelf. I wasn't sure if it was for inside or outside because the children have like this play area, like treehouse, that thing that they're making. So I actually was genuinely confused. But she just explained to me, oh, just sort of like, the alleyway, just like, and it wasn't helpful for me. And then she just sort of gave up explaining herself midway through the sentence. So it's like you can't articulate yourself in one language to another to me, but you expect me to get a job done, and then after it's not done, you're upset talking about priorities. I was like, oh, hunty, this is not for me. This is not tea. It's not the vibe. I just felt like there was a couple of times where I was expected to mind read. One point, there's one thing about taking initiative. Of course, if I see toys scattered all over the floor, I'm gonna pick it up. It's my job. But it's different when it's like my first few days. Obviously, it's very intimate being in someone's home for the first time. Things like opening fridges, going through cupboards, it's a little bit awkward, especially when you're not really told, like, this is where this is where that is. You're expected to learn on the job. Cool. But the thing I don't get is the passive aggressive, oh, you could have put the groceries away sort of feedback after, rather than straight up being like, oh, do you mind putting the groceries away? To which I'd be like, yeah, of course, sure. Do you know what I mean? Shoot me if that's unreasonable, but it's like, especially in that like first thing when you're trying to like get the ropes of it. I say like too much, guys. When I look back and edit, and I'm just like, I hate it. So I try and trim it. I hate also when goalposts move. If I'm told one task to complete, I'm gonna see it through, albeit like if I understand the task this time. So if there is a task of she needs to read a book every day after school, but every day it's something like, oh, we'll leave it for today, she's overstimulated. Oh, it's okay, half a book is fine. Oh, it's okay, she can play out first. There's no strict routine. Oh, she can leave it to go play out with her friends. Oh, she can leave it because it's a play date. She can leave it because grandparents are there. These are all things I just felt like, obviously I'm flexible, but it was painful. It was painful. Like saying all of this, oh boy. hot housing parents, high expectations, low discipline. It's like it's not really gonna work out. Like you want your child to read a book a day, do ballet, go swimming, play sports, eat healthy, but child is not respectful to the nanny. So if nanny's like, okay, it's time to get out of your school uniform, like it's actually just giving me a headache to talk about. Like it's just jarring. Do you know what I mean? What other things were there that just jarred me out? Like this sort of thing of like, oh yeah, she's fine to go play out in the front yard by herself. Like it's totally safe. Like it's fine. We like to give her independence. But then as soon as I go on my phone, then it's while you're on your phone, you should be out looking after the kids. Okay. So one time they said to me, we're not sure if there's really a click between you and our child. Like, like I think it was a month in or like 2 weeks in, like some time around that, maybe 3 weeks, somewhere in the middle. And they was like, yeah, we're not sure if it's working out because we feel like you're less emotionally engaged. We feel like you've drawn back a little bit. And I thought to myself, hold up, hang on. I lie. Every time she's crying, you guys run into the room. What do you want me to do? Like, you guys are her parents and you're talking in another language. Of course, I'm gonna. It's okay if they're there sometimes or if they have their own office and their space. But when the lines are blurred between work time and, I can say hi to you time, it was too much. It was very stressful because child would cry at the most like 5-year-old things and mom would come rushing in, oh my baby, what's it's not helpful. It's not helpful. And if the parent can't see that, like it just makes the nanny's job really difficult. On the subject of like nanny, going forward, I don't want to be addressed as a nanny by the child. Like I think I was viewed as a help by a very, very privileged family. It was just sort of like, yeah, you're the nanny, you don't really have much authority, you're not supposed to discipline. And I don't really care for discipline, but it's like what your child is not going to do is like tell me, put that there, give me this, give me that, you will get it. There was times the child looked me in the eye, spilt water in the floor and was like, you will clean it up. And it's sort of like, you know, if you was West African and you was the same age, that would have been a completely different outcome. And that's what I'm going to say. Like moving goalposts, sort of like feeling like you're never doing enough, hot housing parents. It was all just a lot. I'm trying to think. Commute, I've learned that from my research, 40 minutes tops is best. I was traveling 90 minutes basically to get there. And it started wearing me down after a bit. Like honestly, for 8-hour days, it was amazing. It was smooth, it was blessed. 40-hour weeks, amazing. But for 20-hour weeks, half that time, not so much. But I wouldn't even put it down to the commute, I'd put it down to the family. And with all of these things just happening, and don't get me wrong, a lot of the days were great, and I don't want it to seem like I'm just being all negative about my experience, because I definitely have a lot of good things to talk about. So whilst I'm gonna wrap it up, I don't like to be doom and gloom. I don't like to end on negative. I like to end on positive. I will talk about the things I absolutely enjoyed, like the flexibility, that obviously you get to wear your own clothes. It's super feminine. That was one of the things I absolutely love about it. Like you're just in your feminine energy with children, cooking, cleaning. Oh, and that's another thing. Another rule. I think when boundaries go out the rule, like if we agree on one thing and boundaries go out the rule real quick, I'm just sort of like a red flag. Like one of the rules was she was meant to be in charge of cleaning up her toys and all her belongings after the day. But guess who did it? Me. And obviously it's part of the job description, but just sort of like this whole thing of, oh, the nanny is meant to be helping you, not you're meant to be helping the nanny. It all got twisted. But like I said, yeah, that's just something that like literally just came to my mind. I was really enthusiastic to just get this video out, hence why I didn't make a point. But whilst editing, I'm gonna try and like squeeze a few more in the description. And if you guys have any questions, just jot them down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Love you guys so much. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, okay? I'm gonna be trying to be consistent on this YouTube journey because I deleted all my social media. I'm just creating more than I consume. So yeah, easy people.